ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Atlanta Falcons. Taken in the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result when he opted for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. A 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
It's a pickup of 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now here's a throw that's taken in by Tajay Sharp. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Gain of 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good load of steam going.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So how would you describe that one, partner? Workmanlike right there, getting that first down, blue-collar type football?
Yeah, only needed 3, got 4, just enough. I like workmanlike.
I think it's pretty cool myself. Everything doesn't have to be high glamour in this game.
First down, here's the run with Cook. He's going to get forward for about 5, and then maybe coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a first and 20. Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here.
Second down at the Falcons' 45-yard line.
On second down now, it's Cook. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. 27 yards there, a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game. It's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, just keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
They'll run with Cook. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Hands to Dalvin Cook.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And the whole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
He's brought down by
driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go?
Now he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. It's the fullback. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And they got the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
His first carry. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit before they start up the score.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. And he's got his man Hilton. They'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
84.
A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Eason off the play fake. He completes it to Julio Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Between the last 2 plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Ben Gideon in on the stop. Last week we saw a rarity. He was over 200 yards on the ground, and they lost. So we'll see if they can get more carries like that and win this week.
And that was interesting watching the game tape, wasn't it? Because it was hard to register while we watched him pile up that yardage and create those nice runs.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Naeem Hines with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. Now the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Sterling Hockrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. The decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19. These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins. Going right side here, and that's complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of 4.
And that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Off the play fake, Cousins. Able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule it out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. So on fourth down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Back deep, the veteran Ted Ginn. Yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught on the left side. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Dante Pettis, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Falcons 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. Decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Brings up
Again to the fullback on the dive. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, not a lot of flash and dash on that play. 2nd and 2, and they hand it to the big man, and he ends up picking up a first down. A little bit of gray area there, though, but I think what they thought, hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it up.
On first down, it's Cook. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 31 yards there, first down. I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. In the red zone before he crosses over one of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield. Oftentimes, it's quite a surprise to guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
From the red zone now, Cousins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Dan Bailey for the Viking field goal. A 30.
Bailey's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, then no one says to their guy, hey, it's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
A 41-yard gain.
Well, hello. I mean, it took him a while to get him a rep, but that's quite an introduction to this game.
And not just hello. How about goodbye to the defense as he went past him? Big-time run on his first carry of the game.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Falcons.
On first down, Jacob Eason. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown.
Complete to
Hayden Hurst. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front.
That was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone. So give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And that makes it a 21-10 game. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. On the give, this is their fullback. It has a first down past the 40. As we get this one up to the 44-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Cousins gets this one out right quickly. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Good. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position. It's to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else should have.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there. You might have a smaller back. Jefferson. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Yard line.
Now Cousins here on the bootleg. This one brought in by Jefferson. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. This is caught. And so close. He gets it to the run. Out of bounds right there. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
So they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass. And they'll turn the power game to try to get in. Trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line.
Short of the goal line.
No gain on, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. It's the fullback. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Falcons 17.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, they just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run with Hines. He'll have another first down and more. And gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
First down, Atlanta.
First and 10, Eason. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Eason on second down. Eason gets down. Pops free. Able to fall on it, but look when they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. From the gun is Eason. And that's caught by Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Hines. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
A gain of 15.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Here's Hines. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12.
They go play action with Eason. Looking deep for Hilton. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. T.Y. Hilton.
Atlanta.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
Adam Vinatieri.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over first and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
1st and 10.
Football's such a game of tendencies, down in distance, and on 3rd and inches, 3rd and 1, you're thinking, man, the fullback's probably going to get the ball, but when you get to 3rd and 2, most of the time that's either the running back or a pass play. So that's a nice tendency breaker by the offensive team there. Hand it to their big guy to pick up a first down.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Complete. Jefferson the target. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's what I love about watching the passing game nowadays. The one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness is a premium for all of that now.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The pickup of 3 brings up 2nd and 7.
They run again with Hines. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
A gain of 14. First down, Falcons.
They run. This is Scarborough. They're able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The ball carrier.
Well, praise has to go to the guys in the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
2nd and 7 from the 20. And all of his 340-pound glory gets the sack.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Eason will try and set up the screen to Hines. And he's got room. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Atlanta.
is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Naeem Hines, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role in those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive first and 10 in the fourth quarter. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And he took the ball off course. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's second and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Cook, the ball carrier.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a first down.
Beating the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
And yes, everyone, that was the fullback carrying the football. I know it's a dying breed, it's a dying position for a lot of people, but I still think it's valuable and important, especially one who can carry the ball.
And you need short yardage. What makes sense? Go to a big body, let him plow forward just like he did there.
It's still a big man's game.
Intended for
Justin Jefferson, the rookie, his intended receiver. And now it's second down.
And 10.
To throw, Cousins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. The Vikings on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is third and 10. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10 at the 42-yard line. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So first and 10 now from the 30. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph.
Complete.
7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
7-yard pickup.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down.
Calling no gain that time, and now it's third and goal.
On the play. Brings up
So stuff for no gain on second down brings up a pretty interesting third from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let him know right away I'm throwing it. I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, spread him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
Well on the coverage.
field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on fourth. Carry here for their fullback. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on fourth down. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. They'll start on the ground with Hines. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up in the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace.
It's a gain of 6.
The Falcons on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. They run the counter. It's Hines. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And here comes Abdullah on the return. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Vikings every set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. 1st and 10 and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll try and run with their fullback. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And some space here. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. It's the fullback. 39 yards. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Vikings.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence that they hope to have a chance to win this game.
And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to 9. Now he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is Hines, and he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. And there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
A gain of 4 brings up 2nd
and 16
at the Vikings 38-yard line.
Here's Hines on a toss play. And some room to work. Touchdown, Falcons. Naeem Hines, 38 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 2nd and 6. Give to Cook out of the gun. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
And with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
Well, the evidence is once again presented why he was such a top target at LSU, and Justin Jefferson carrying that over to the NFL. He's what a lot of people call a natural pass catcher. What I love about him is the ability to play the ball in the air, and at the moment of truth, go up and take it from the defensive back. This guy is smooth.
It's a gain of 4 there and gives him a new set of downs. To throw is Cousins. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Today's final score, Falcons 42.
Big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Falcons, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6.